and lofty goals for opportunity in America. But instead, they settled in Iowa. So I was actually pretty surprised to learn that Alexander McGregor, a descendant of the Rob Roy, was the one who actually founded McGregor, Iowa in 1849.
Wow.
Little Sandman.
Who knew?
Just like you.
Now,
Oh my God.
Alex possessed the clan seal, and it contains this inscription, which ironically enough translates to, if you ever decide to settle in America, make sure it's in the middle of nowhere. And be prepared to eat a lot of corn.
I saw you on the picture.
That's right, Owen. You got it.
And thankfully, the McGregors finally made their way to Quincy. And yes, it is Quincy. And it is the birthplace of John Hancock, who was credited with the first American tweet to the King of England. Now, here's a question for you. How many heads of state came from Quincy?
3. 8.
Well, actually, it was just the minimum required to be called the City of Presidents. But fortunately, Quincy is also known as the home of the American dream. And somewhere between the grand opening of the first Howard Johnson's and the appearance of the coconut frosted donut, Quincy became the home. Now listen, we all know that Bruce is a fairly private person and modest. So I personally feel fortunate that we can get this unique glimpse into his life. Let's begin with Bruce joining the Merchant Marines. A handsome guy. He joins the Merchant Marines, where he quickly gained command of some of the most advanced vessels on the high seas. Now, this was apparently very taxing work, but it actually became even more interesting when he was asked to personally serve as the ship's manual braking system. Along the way, he met his first love. They were married, they forced some smiles, and within weeks, Bruce made 2 of his most valuable purchases. Before long, there was a rugrat to carry around, and it was time to find a house. There were so many desirable options available. But one day, Bruce was hit by a soccer ball. When his children asked why he built a spaceship, Bruce would tell them they were from France. Nonetheless, Bruce was a great father. And despite some questionable learning methods, he was so proud of Cam and Sandy, who were always so well behaved. Now, Bruce certainly loved his kids and would get up at the crack of dawn to take them fishing. Now, many of their trips lasted for hours. So Bruce would teach the kids unique ways to go to the bathroom without being detected. Of course, Bea would be at home waiting in hopeful anticipation of feeding the family with the catch of the day. But she was often disappointed and would have to reserve the usual dinner table. It's common knowledge that Bruce was a spy for the KGB and that his family attended communist events. But most are unaware that Bruce had a third son. Shown here in much happier times. Bruce and Bee, they loved this son with all their heart.
What is this all about?
But sadly, he mysteriously disappeared during a family barbecue. Now, many thought he had run away from home in shame. And there are other theories circulating. Over the years, the long journeys abroad continued. Bruce clearly enjoyed his job. And it was clear that he truly missed Bee. He even became assimilated into other cultures. And to this day, his nude twister skills are considered legendary along the Nile. When he returned home, he turned to another love. And so, with his priorities in order, life was good. And not surprisingly, Bruce became interested in biking because of the ladies. So just to be sure, Bee would keep tabs on him by joining him on trips across town. Now, Bruce was featured on the cover of Motorcyclist Post, which he parlayed into an appearance well, let's see where we parlayed that appearance into.
That looks good.
Well, that's supposed to be the Men of Harley-Davidson calendar. Bruce was an avid gardener. In the hemp family. Now, mind you, he would simply just perform tests, never inhaled, and only used it for medical purposes. So, once again, life was good. Oh wait, there also was a boat. So with his priorities clearly, life was good. There was family and friends and some strange Chinese person that took over Bee's body. There were times when we wanted to strangle Bruce. And over the years, people were ashamed to be seen. Until he passed on to his kids. Later in life, his friends began to feel sorry for him. And he was given a pretend job to keep him busy. Initially, they let old man Bruce play with the controls. A privilege he later forfeited after the incident. Of course, Bruce was no stranger to accidents. It was late in 1977. The cameraman locked eyes with Bee and turned to stone. Bruce was left holding a candle and later admitted he was distracted by whatever his son was staring at. Well, you know, before they knew it, poof! Say hello to 6,000 straight second collections. Yes, over the years, the family survived some very close calls. Some more terrifying than others. Through it all, I think we all recognize Bruce's true value in life. So Bruce, you're almost 70. certain things may be leaning a little to the left. And you may think that it's all downhill from here. But take a step back, have another beer, and pat yourself on the back. You are continuing on a fantastic voyage with so much to be proud of and so much to look forward to. And the good news is that the more things have changed, the more they will stay the same. Which of course is a very good thing. So I ask that you lift your glasses and let's make a toast to the most interesting man in the world. And his brother-in-law. A repairman, or an overall good guy. You've touched many lives, especially that of your true first love. We're lucky to have you as a friend, and our lives are so much better for knowing you. Happy birthday. Please enjoy this short tribute to the real most interesting man in the world. Hold on 1 second. Oh, you got the music? Okay.
I feel something. A little jib jab. Very good.
Happy birthday, Bruce.
Birthday.
I can't believe I have this many friends. I thought I don't send Christmas.
We were hired. Bruce, we were hired. It was free food.
Of course.